St. Louis is full of charm and hidden gems, and many St. Louis residents serve as prospectors, finding diamonds in the rough and building their lives around historic buildings and unique neighborhoods. Welcome to First Alert Ford. I'm Nathan Vickers.
And I'm David Amilati. And right now we're in Dutchtown, an area that's really combated a crime perception issue for years, and it really extends well into the southeast part of the city.
We're spending this week on the southeast side, taking you through neighborhoods like Dutchtown, Bevo, Marine Villa, Mount Pleasant, Graveway Park, Carondelet, and Patch, where the city is zeroing in on problems. And within these historic areas, everyday people are working block by block to retake the streets and rid them of blight, vacancy, and crime. In recent days, First Alert 4 was first to report on the raid by SLMPD of a condemned apartment complex in Marine Villa. We broke this story because we were already in the area investigating and working on this story for Forward.
So here in Dutchtown, St. Louis police tell First Alert 4 that there are targeted efforts that are showing some results here in the southeast part of town.
That's right, and while there are negatives here in this part of the city, there are also a lot of positives and people who see a lot of hope and change. From a new community garden.
These are some natives back here.
To an ice cream sandwich shop.
There's possibility here.
To a converted historic schoolhouse.
This really is a pretty fantastic place to get your start.
The people and businesses in neighborhoods along the southeast edge of St. Louis have worked to improve their neighborhoods bit by bit.
We want a nice place, you know, we want a place that's safe, clean.
In Sarah Ulrich's case, seed by seed.
You know, we want to create a space for the neighbors because we never had one.
Ulrich is part of the neighborhood association in Marine Villa, this neighborhood just south of Soulard.
Marine Villa does not have a park, never did, or a community garden.
For the last few months, they've been working to change that, building beds and planting flowers in what used to be empty lots.
It was derelict properties all along Broadway.
It's an example of the mindset.
So basically we call ourselves Do It Your Damn Self Marine Villa.
A name she wears as kind of a badge of honor.
We do. We're like, well, nobody else is going to take care of it, so here we are. We're just doing it.
It's a mindset that serves them well, facing some of the challenges found in southeast St. Louis.
People don't know their neighbors sometimes. You know, it's kind of been neglected.
We've talked to Ulrich in the past about crime, blight, illegal dumping, and abandoned buildings.
Vacancy is a big issue here. We do have a lot of vacant properties. The buildings often burn. Many have burned in Marine Villa. There's also the theft, because a lot of the people who are in the buildings are mentally ill or addicted.
It's an issue Sophie Moss sees, too.
There is a lot of neglect there and a lot of sort of structural lack of access to resources.
Moss owns Sugar Witch, a St. Louis favorite for sweet treats in her neighborhood, Patch.
This particular section of the city sort of cut off from the rest of the city by I-55 and wedged up against the Mississippi River. Like, unless you're going here or you live here, you might not even know it exists.
Her shop's in the Ivory Triangle, a historic block that was once its own busy town center, now home to the city's last remaining horse trough and a handful of budding businesses.
It's a walkable urban environment. I walk my dog around the neighborhood. I take my kid to the park down the street and play on the playground. It has hallmarks of like what you think of when you think of like an urban community.
Some of the businesses here in Patch have been working to create more of a sense of place and increase foot traffic. And one way they've done that is by trying to increase pedestrian safety. Last year, the city installed these big concrete barricades, essentially turning a confusing triangular intersection into more of a pedestrian plaza that businesses can use for events or even extra seating.
We sought a patio permit with the city. We were awarded that this fall.
Local history runs deep here, too. A few blocks away is Carondelet, once home to the shipyard where James Eads built iron warships, and later where Susan Blow founded the nation's first kindergarten in the DeSoto School.
Fell in love with just the architecture, the history, the simplicity of the building.
Derek Weber owns a different historic school in the neighborhood, an 1871 building where he runs a marketing firm and a space for businesses and nonprofits.
So we worked really hard to make the building leverage the historic nature of it and making it to where it doesn't feel old, but it feels historic.
Yet the kind of work happening to improve these neighborhoods comes with obstacles.
I mean, all opportunities are rooted in challenges, and Southeast St. Louis is no exception to that. There's a large unhoused community here because of the same thing that made this a great neighborhood for manufacturing over the history. It also makes it open to a more transient nature. There's a lot of empty business storefronts, specifically along Broadway.
It feels like this very tangible representation of the lack of resources available to the people in this neighborhood to sort of maintain their spaces.
Trash is still here.
Ulrich is fighting constant battles with negligent property owners, like this apartment complex that let trash pile up waist high more than a year ago. She mentioned that the city has now condemned the property.
And it's been over a month since it was condemned. People are still in there like business as usual.
Ulrich told me the neighborhood has still been having problems with this property. The trash is still piling up, and she says just this morning there was a fire at one of these apartments.
Got to start over. I burned everything I got.
We met James Martin, who lived in that unit.
I don't know what to do. I'm kind of lost right now.
And several neighbors furious about the living conditions, searching for a place to go.
I'm about to cry because I hate it. I absolutely hate it.
A few days after we reported on the conditions there, police and federal agents raided the property, arresting several people and seizing drugs and weapons.
It's very frustrating. It's frustrating because people deserve a quality of life. They really do.
But Ulrich and her neighbors have been making progress. They've worked with organizations to take property owners to court and caught and reported illegal dumping.
I am a big fan of the trash department. To me, they're like the last thing. They're like the last thing holding us from dystopia in a lot of ways.
Change happens slowly. And for some, it starts with the people willing to put down roots.
When you have businesses come in and you pull some traffic into the neighborhood, then you bring those sorts of early adopters, forward-thinking people into a neighborhood, that attracts more businesses.
What needs to happen to spark that momentum?
We need more incentive programs to help businesses get off the ground. We need more incentive programs to help them understand what's possible down here.
What I've seen is that it's a place for dreamers who are really willing to put a lot of work behind that dream.
Help the dreamers in the small areas. The city needs to help the people and where they're living. And I don't feel like that's happened.
That's why, for people like Ulrich,
Cleaning up this or that, helping your neighbors.
moving forward is also a mindset.
The little things kind of mean a lot. It's like 1,000 little things.